How's everyone doing tonight? Good? That's great. Let's talk about something that's been on all our minds lately. Zombies. Yeah, those lovely flesh-eating undead pulse of ours. Now I know what you are thinking. Why zombies? Well, because apparently the regular stuff like taxes and relationships wasn't terrifying enough. Fox, I have been doing some thinking, about the zombie movies. Have you ever noticed how the survivors always look so fresh after days of running from hordes of zombies? Seriously, I can barely survive a day at work without looking like zombie myself. How do they manage to find time for a spa day in the middle of an apocalypse? And what's with the zombies' obsession with brains? Do they think it's like the caviar of the human body or something? Yes, this frontal lobe has exquisite flavor notes. But let's give it up for the zombie hunters. The real MVPs of the apocalypse. You have got your machete-wielding badasses, your gun-toting survivors, and then there's always that one guy who insists on using a tennis racket as a weapon. Hey, whatever works, right? And can we talk about zombie fashion for a second? I mean, torn clothes, decaying flesh. It's like they are all auditioning for a role in a horror-themed fashion show. Yes, darling, the rotting limb really brings out the red in my eyes. And have you ever noticed how in a zombie movies the survivors always seem to have these detailed plans for the apocalypse, like they are holed up in some fortified bunker with a stockpile of canned food and weapons. Meanwhile, I'm over here struggling to remember where I put my keys. And let's talk about zombie etiquette for a moment. I mean, sure, they are technically dead, but that doesn't mean they have to be rude about it. You are just minding your own business trying to survive and suddenly they are all up in your personal space like, hey, can I borrow a brain? What's the deal with zombie speed? Some of them are so slow you could outrun them in high heels. But then you have got these sprinting zombies that move faster than a cheetah on energy drinks. It's like, pick a pace and stick with it, guys. But hey, let's not forget about the zombie love stories, because nothing says romance like trying not to get eaten alive. Am I right? I love you more than brains, they say, as they share a tender moment amidst the chaos. True love in the time of the undead. And don't even get me started on zombie diets. I mean, they must have the world's fastest metabolism, right? 1 minute they are chomping down on a juicy human limb, and the next they are back to looking like they skipped a meal. Must be all that cardio from chasing after survivors. And then, let's talk about zombie hygiene, or lack thereof. I mean, have you ever seen a clear zombie? It's like they took a mud bath and forgot to rinse off. Hey buddy, a little soap and water would not hurt, But you know what's even scarier than zombies? Zombie babies. Yeah, those pint-sized bundles of joy that'll chew your face off without a second thought. Oh, isn't she cute? No, buddy. She's a tiny flesh-eating monster in a onesie. And let's not forget about the zombie pickup lines, because nothing says romance like, are you dead? Because you have got killer looks. Or how about, are you a necromancer? Because you just brought me back to life. Hey, when you are trying to find love in post-apocalyptic wasteland, you gotta get creative. And zombies have got to be the worst roommates ever. They are always moaning and groaning, leaving their body parts lying around, and don't even get me started on the smell. Hey, could you at least clean up yourself? It's bad enough we are living in the end times without having to deal with your rotting carcass. But hey, let's give it up for the real heroes of the zombie apocalypse, the side characters in the zombie movies. The ones who always end up as zombie chow halfway through the movie. Oh hey, I have got a real idea. Let's split up and search the abandoned warehouse filled with flesh-eating monsters. Yeah, that'll end up well. Now, I don't know about you, but I have always had some burning questions about zombies. Like, do they ever get tired of all that moaning and groaning? I mean, come on guys, mix it up a little, throw in a yodel or two, keep things interesting. I have been doing some thinking about zombies, and I have come to conclusion. They are like ultimate freeloaders. I mean, they show up uninvited, they don't contribute anything to the party, and they always overstay the welcome. Oh sure, help yourself to my brain buffet. Why don't you? They are like the ultimate party crashers, right? You are just trying to enjoy a quiet night in, and suddenly they are banging on your door demanding to be let in for a midnight snack. No, thank you buddy, I am on a brain-free diet. And let's talk about the zombie intelligence for a moment. I mean, have you ever noticed how in zombie movies they always seems to find the most inconvenient ways to break into the buildings? Oh, look, a perfectly good door. Let's smash through the window instead. Now, I have been pondering some important questions about zombies lately. Like, do they ever get tired of chasing after us? I mean, they are like the Energizer bunnies of the undead world. They just keep coming and coming. Hey, can you guys take a break? I need to catch my breath. But hey, in the end, we are all just trying to survive, right? So next time you are feeling overwhelmed, just remember it could be worse. You could be running from zombies, and hey, if all else fails, just grab a baseball bat, a can of beans, and your sense of humor, because laughter is the best antidote to the apocalypse.